morning, friends. And today we should talk about the introduction of trusteeship given by Gandhi. And already we have discussed about seven things or seven social events. We have to focus on the principles of trusteeship, the limitations of trusteeship, basic features of trusteeship, and quotation given by Gandhi. And first of all, I want to discuss about the basic concept of trusteeship. It is a socio-economic philosophy that was propounded by Mahatma Gandhi. It provides a means by which the wealthy people will be the trustees of trust. That means wealthy people should focus on the wealth given by the nature as the trust, or they are treated their resources, their wealth as the welfare of other people. So it provides a means by which the wealthy people would be the trustees of trust that looked after the welfare of the people in general. We have to consider other people for their welfare, for their living, healthy living and wealthy living. This concept is condemned by the other socialists as being in favor of the landlords, feudal princes, and the capitalist, opposed to socialist theories. This is a main concern about the trusteeship given by Gandhi about others. And trusteeship essentially means having faith and confidence in a process of taking responsibility for assets and social values and administering their rightful and creative usage for the benefit of others now and in coming generation. Trusteeship essentially means having faith and confidence in the process of taking responsibility of the assets to others, and we have to consider the social values and creative usage of the resources for the benefit of others and now and in the coming generations, that is future generations. That is a sustainable uses of resources given by the nature, by the people. That is the main concept of trusteeship. And next slide we can Gandhi's quotations. Supposing I have come by a fair amount of wealth, either by the way of legacy or by means of trade and industry, I must know that all that wealth does not belong to me. That means everything belongs to me. That is not ourselves. What belongs to me is right to an honorable livelihood, no better than just enjoyed by millions of others. That means millions of others should we should consider the other people while we have better living condition. And this is the important thing. Gandhi said that the rest of my wealth belongs to the community. That means everyone have the things according to their need, not the greed, not for satisfying greed, according to Gandhi, and must be used for the welfare of the community. These resources, the surplus resources, must be used for the community itself. That is the main concept of trusteeship given by Gandhi. And the trusteeship of Gandhiji, in the first instance, everything must be surrendered to God, and then out one may use only that which is necessary for the service of God's creation according to one's strict needs. That is, everyone should use the resources of natural resources, man-made resources, anything or anything else. We should use the resources according to their one's needs. When an individual had more than this respective portion, he became a trustee of that portion of God's people. That is, everyone belongs to the God, and we should consider the whole wealth after we consume the wealth. After we getting meeting our own needs. The rest belongs to the people, other people, that is God's people. Everyone belongs to the God. And Gandhi suggested this doctrine as an answer to the economic inequalities, a kind of non-violent way of resolving all social and economic conflict. That means the landlords and other people should do their duty for the rest of the resources, for using the rest of the resources for the welfare of the people, as their doctrine, as their principle. That is Gandhi suggested this doctrine as an answer to all other economic inequalities, as a kind of non-violent way of resolving all social and economic benefits. And who are the trustees? Gandhi's ideas about the trustees. The typical types of organization with the trustee boards include non-profit organization, civic organization, hospitals, museum, education institutions, and other people. Also the trustees. We all know about the seven social evils. So 7 social sins according to Gandhi: wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, business without ethics or commerce without morality, science without humanity, worship without sacrifice, politics without principle. These are the 7 social evils given by Gandhi. We have already discussed about this topic in the previous classes. Gandhian principle of trusteeship. Gandhian principle of trusteeship. What is the Gandhian principle of trusteeship? We can discuss it in here. And the Gandhian principle of trusteeship is closely related to the social responsibility of the business class, or business today's business class. According to Gandhian concept of trusteeship, all business firms must work like a trust. He or she or the business classes should act like a trust for the welfare of the people. The rest of the resources should be utilized for the welfare of the other people, other common masses. All the assets of the firm must be held by the trust and must be used for the welfare of the social. The firm must keep only a small part of its profit for the honorable livelihood of its owners. I don't know what is the reason behind this, and I don't know whether it is applicable or not. But the Gandhi's concept is concept of trust is the firm must keep only a small part of its benefits for the honorable livelihood for its owners. The remaining part of the profit must be distributed equitably to all sections of society. That is the main concept of trusteeship given by the Gandhi. And these are the principles of trusteeship, the various principles of trusteeship. To reduce inequalities. This concept tries to reduce inequalities, tries to reduce the gap between rich and poor, tries to reduce exploitation. And this is the mind-blowing, or this is the concept given by Gandhi. The trusteeship is the concept given by the Gandhi for the welfare of the all the citizens of the country, and it tries to reduce the inequalities. That is the landlords, the landowners, or other the source owners are try to distribute their resources for the welfare of the people. They try to utilize their resources for the welfare of the other people in the community. Principles of the trusteeship should include it reduce the inequalities of the people. It reduce the gap between the rich and poor, haves and have not. Tries to reduce the gap between haves and have nots. And other principle is try to change the attitude of the businessman, that is a firm. According to Mahatma Gandhi, businessmen should change their attitude, the positive attitude towards the welfare of others. They have no moral right to accumulate unlimited wealth, while most of their countrymen live in poverty and misery. When the people are living in utter poverty or misery, they have no moral right to accumulate unlimited wealth. That is a concept given by the Gandhi. Each firm or each businessman should take enough wealth to live honorably, and he should distribute the remaining wealth back to the society. Gandhi advises the rich businessman with rich firm to voluntarily surrender their surplus wealth, and if not done so, the poor masses may revolt one day and plunder their entire wealth by force. That means the poor man will fought against these evil practices and they accumulate the businessmen or the firm's wealth to their own. Okay, and next principle is social pressure. People must put social pressure on businessmen to follow the principle of trusteeship. They should boycott the products of those who do not practice trusteeship. That is a one way to do this to implement this trusteeship concept in the society. And next one, we should focus on the legal pressure to apply the principle of trusteeship in their business practices. If the voluntary measures and social pressures do not work, legal pressure must be put on the businessman to follow the trusteeship. Legal pressure done by the government. And next is the other principle is socialism. The concept gives more importance to the socialism. This is a society is given much more importance than an individual. That is private ownership is not a part of their dealings, and so the wealth of the society should be distributed equitably to all its members. That is the concept of trusteeship. And next one, consider social needs. Other principle of trusteeship is consider social needs. Businessmen or firm should produce only those goods and services which are useful for all members of the society. They should produce the goods and services for the welfare of the people and for the useful consumption, for the useful consumptions for all the members of the society, not harmful devices or for not harmful goods and services for the society. They consider social need. They should consider social need. They should not produce goods and services which are used only by few individuals. They should produce the things for the whole people. And other principle of trusteeship is equitable distribution of wealth. According to Gandhi, all the wealth of the society should be distributed equitably, and there should not be concentration of wealth in the hands of few. That means, according to Gandhi, all the wealth of the society should be distributed equitably for all the members of the society. There should not be concentration of wealth in the hands of few. That means everyone should practice the trusteeship in their lives. No law. And other principle is earn money by hard work. That means pleasure without conscience or commerce without morality. They should do their work. They should do their work according to their own conscience. That means they should earn the money by hard work. A person should earn his living by doing hard work. Earning money without doing hard work is just like stealing, according to Gandhi. And next principle is no right to private ownership. In this concept, does not give the right to private ownership except when it is necessary. That means other principle is there is no scope for private ownership. The private individual should take part their properties to the welfare of the people. And next one, government regulation. Next one, government regulation. Government should regulate the trusteeship. No individual should be allowed to use his wealth for the selfish satisfaction or against the interest of the society. That is economic inequalities of to reduce economic inequalities, the trusteeship should be practiced. Limitations of principles of there are various limitations of practice of trusteeship, and this concept is not relevant in today's competitive business and world, because every businessman tries to earn maximum profit and accumulate a huge wealth. They are focusing on the concentration of wealth in the hands of few. That is a capitalistic nature of the economy. It demotivates the hard-working businessman. The businessmen will lose their creativity and they will become lazy. They will slow down the economic development of the country. That is the other demerit of the trusteeship. And this concept is based on the concept of socialism. And today socialism is outdated. Businessmen feel that the welfare of the society is not their responsibility. It is a responsibility of the government. That is a important demerit of the trusteeship concept. This concept is not accepted by the state shareholders who invest their money to earn the highest dividend. This concept is against capitalism Today capitalism is proving very successful all over the world. Poverty levels are very low in the capitalist countries when compared to the poverty statistics of socialist nations. There are some features of trusteeship, and trusteeship a hammer for capitalism. That is the first feature of trusteeship. According to Gandhi's idea, trusteeship aimed at reforming the capitalist society. It advocated that rich people should change themselves and should come forward to use their property for the betterment of the society. They should use their resources for the betterment of the society, and they should take part for the welfare of the society. And next one, state regulation of trusteeship. State regulation of trusteeship, and they should come forward to regulate the system. They should come forward to regulate the system. And state regulation of trusteeship, the state should come forward to regulate the system. In that case, there would be no discrimination. The wealth of the rich will be appropriated by the state and regulated by the order of the state. It will be done in the most peaceful way so that violence is not occurred. State regulation is very essential for the implementation of trusteeship in the community. And third one, no use of wealth for self-satisfaction. The businessmen do not use wealth for the self-satisfaction, and rich man can use this extra wealth for the welfare of the other people, and they cannot use the wealth for promoting the antisocial activities. The state should guide the rich how to utilize the wealth for the benefit of the state. And next feature is no private ownership in the trusteeship. The wealth should not be won by any private fellow, and it can only be done by the consent of the people in the society at large. Further, the social welfare must form a part of the program which the state or the people in the society will direct. And other feature of trusteeship is fixed minimum income. Under this system, maximum income will be fixed by the state. That means the state intervention is very essential in implementing trusteeship concept. A fair wage should be fixed for the working class people. The state should see that there exists a reasonable balance between the minimum income and minimum living age. And next feature is social welfare. The trusteeship system should aim at social welfare. Under no circumstances the welfare of the society will be hampered. The trusteeship system should aim at the social welfare. Under no circumstances the welfare of the society will be hampered. That is the aim of trusteeship, is for the social welfare. The rich people should come voluntarily to join their hands with the common people to decide the measure for the welfare of the people. And production, as far as set as per the social requirements, the social needs. The production should cater to the needs of the society. No personal choice of the rich should guide the production pattern. That means commerce without morality is did not practice in the trusteeship system. On the other hand, keeping in view the necessity of the large bulk of the Indian population, things will be manufactured. And Mahatma Gandhi was influenced by the ancient philosophy and teachings Holy Bhagavad Gita. Gandhi gave importance to the following two concepts: aparigraha, non-possession; sambhava, equitable distribution. Gandhi also gave importance to the following: enjoy the wealth by renouncing it, excel in your work, produce wealth, take the minimum which you need, leave the rest to the welfare of the community. That is the main concepts given by Gandhi according to the trusteeship. Thank you for all, and all the best for the practicing trusteeship in your life.